gang, today is Tuesday. It's actually our last day in Richmond. I got dressed so everybody else can get dressed so we can have a smooth transition and check it out. Because if everybody's trying to get ready at one time, it's a mess. My two grandbabies are still asleep. Shayna's in the shower. I'm going downstairs to see if I can get me some coffee. We got to take one last look at these two people. Anyway, I think what we're gonna do today is go visit my mom at the hospital. She's been in the hospital since Saturday. I'm gonna go up there the day before I get on the road. And then we're gonna head back to Charlotte. And then, the end of the week, back to San Diego. I got so much to tell y'all, it's ridiculous. I just got so much to tell y'all. But we're gonna hold that for a later time. I think my granddaughter gave y'all a glimpse of the hotel we in. We're at the Embassy Suite. I think she did, but let me give it to y'all again. Yeah, I came downstairs to get me an omelet because they actually close at 10 and I just made the omelet bar. But let me tell y'all the strangest thing I just saw. So the omelet bar has a tip jar at the counter. And this lady over here put a $5 tip in. But when the chef's back was turned and she thought nobody was behind her, she took the tip back. Why would you put a tip in to take it back? Not to mention the fact she walked up after he turned off the light and he still accommodated her by making her omelet. Anyway, let me show y'all my omelet. I got mushrooms, spinach, and turkey. We had to stop at the rest stop we always stop at when traveling from Virginia to North Carolina to take a potty break. Oh, look at the sky.
Look at this.
Oh yeah, isn't that nice?
Wanna go to vending real quick?
Oh, what?
Or we gonna stop by the store?
Yeah, no, we're gonna stop by the
Have
store.
you seen it?
Look how bright it is. This is after 8 o'clock.
Look at that red car.
This is the rest stop that we stopped at when my son had to come get me from my brother's house.
Oh, this is my first time here though. And if I have been here before, I don't remember it. So.
Yeah, you was a baby the last time when we traveled. We went to Virginia to a family reunion and came back and we stopped here. But you like 2. If you fall and break your leg, we still going home. If you fall and hurt yourself, we still going home. Why is she going? Why?
You want to see?
If she fall. That's it. If she better not break nothing, cause we not stopping. What's up, Jill Gang? It is Wednesday, and we're back in Charlotte, but we're not back in my son's house. Y'all, it's so much going on. I don't even know where to start. Oh my God, it's so much going on. It's so much going on. I don't even know where to start. Because, like, I'm still in disbelief. It's still seems like really surreal to me. But we're here. Oh my gosh. So I am working. I'm currently working. As you can see. I'm actually going to edit a video while I'm working. Because my workload has slowed down considerably. I'm trying to figure out how to start, where to start, and I'm still at a loss. I'm still at a loss that we here. Yeah, let me go upstairs because the kids and Shane are upstairs still asleep. So let's go up there and see how they doing, and then I'll figure out how to start, where to start, on everything that's going on. Because yeah, I guess the best place to start is at the beginning. So last Friday, me and my son took all of the kids to McDonald's, and it's when everything went wrong. I'm trying to make sure I stay on track because, yeah, my ADHD had me all over the place trying to explain everything at one time. And so, okay. So Friday we took the kids to McDonald's. When we left, everything was fine. I even spoke to her about some jackets that was in the car back in the house. And she said, thank you. Left, went to get the kids something from McDonald's. When we returned, everything went wrong. So the kids was eating their food. I had the kids' drinks. They got out the car, went in the house. I was the last one in the house. When I got in the house, she was addressing, and by she, because from now on she will be she or my son's not even significant other, just the other. Anyway, so y'all can tell the direction this was going on. So she was addressing Lamar. She was like, I heard you were making my baby cry. And I was like, what? Wait a minute, don't do that. Now, let me just stop and interject this part. I don't let her really address Damari because her parenting skills, from what I've seen, are very questionable. She yells at them constantly, and I don't like it. So Friday, we came in, and everything went to the left. We got in the door, and she started addressing Damari about making my 4-year-old grandson cry, and I said, that's not what happened. I was down there with them the whole time. And I said, the children were there. You can ask them what happened. And she, I guess, ignored that. So then I started telling her how her 9-year-old daughter was picking on Damari and made him cry and go into the pantry. And I said, so these children, you know, they're children. And she went off. When I say this girl went off, she was like, you're a liar, you a liar, I don't care, you a liar. You told my youngest grandson that he cries for everything. I said, I didn't say that. I said that he can't cry when he wants something from me. He has to use his words. I'm not gonna let him think it's okay to cry when he wants something from me, when he can talk as well as an 8-year-old. Because my grandson was in speech therapy. His tongue, he had a tied tongue and they clipped it and they put him in speech therapy. So yes, he's going to use his words when he's speaking with me. So she was like, you're a liar, you're a liar. And I'm like, I'm lying? I said, he cannot cry with me. And I said, well, you know what? You get that camera down here, roll the footage. I don't give a damn about no camera. You're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. And then she walked around the island and started banging on the island. This my MFing house and da da da. I'm like, oh, this ain't about no kids. This is about something else. Now, let me just say this. When I first met her, when I was leaving, the first time I met her, no, the second time I met her, she was taking me to the airport and she was telling me how she's not used to dating men that require her to work or that want her to work. And I said, and I quote, "But that was fine when you was with your first baby daddy because you came alone. That may even been fine with your second baby daddy because then you guys had 3 kids and you came with only 1 other kid." I said, "But now you have 4 kids and you want your third baby daddy that you only have 1 kid with to support you, 4 kids you came with and his." I said, "Yeah." I said, "It seems like at this point your kids should require you to work." Now, this visit, we were talking, and I don't know why I should bring it up again. She said that her first baby daddy, first child is now 19, this man is no longer financially responsible for this 19-year-old, told her that she shouldn't have to work because she has a 4-year-old. I said, "Well, is he gonna give some money to the house? Like, he's telling you what not even what your second baby daddy should do, but what your third baby daddy should do. What about the kids in between?" So, you know, that was a conversation. We let it go and we moved on. So I'm thinking maybe she feels some kind of way that I'm not agreeing with the lifestyle. Like, my son takes care of her 4 kids, and he knew she had 4 kids, but, you know, she won't work. And she continues to get a job, quit a job, get a job, get fired from a job, get a job, quit a job. Like, she has a job right now, and she's only been on the job 2 days. She did tell me that she had planned on working the job until she got the kids' school closed, and she was gonna quit. So the house that they have was approved, the mortgage was approved based on 2 incomes. It was based on 2 incomes. I'm coming out here for a second. The house was based on 2 incomes. They almost did not get the house because her work history was so shaky. So there had to be some things done. There was an alternative route that was done that enabled them to get the house. Like, my husband literally helped them out so they could get the house. And if it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have gotten the house. Now let's move on back to the incident Friday. So she's walking around banging on the counter, "This is my MFing house," and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, this is something else. So she came around the counter like she was gonna charge me. My son grabbed her by her arm and walked her up the steps and was like, "You must be crazy charging at my mother. Are you out of your, you know, mind?" So that was the first incident. We went to Richmond because I didn't sleep in the house after that because I was too mad. I was like, I'm gonna mop this floor with this girl. I'm too mad to be in this house with her right now. I'm too mad. I can't even focus. All I wanted is for her to come at me so she can F around and find out. Like, I think she's letting the fact that I'm 56 fool her, or maybe she's just so conditioned to treating people like that because she does yell and scream at everybody. So I'm thinking that is the way she handles a lot of her stuff, a lot of her interactions when she's frustrated. But that doesn't work for me. You can't sit down and have a calm, reasonable, rational conversation. There's no need for us to talk. Anyway, and let me just, okay, so that was the first incident. The second incident occurred while we was in Richmond because we went to Richmond to see my mom. While we were in Richmond, my son called and said, "Hey mom, when you get back, don't talk to these kids, don't engage with the kids." And I'm like, what's going on? He was like, "She said that you caused her to beat her daughter unjustly." First of all, I don't think she should be beating those kids, period. But let me tell you about the incident around that situation. I started cleaning the kitchen because I couldn't take it anymore. My son works all day, he comes downstairs, he cleans the kitchen and he cooks. So I was like, well, while I'm here, I'm gonna clean the kitchen. That's one less thing on for him. Now mind you, she's in the house too, and she wasn't working at the time. So I started cleaning the kitchen. I cleaned the bathroom upstairs because I couldn't take it, it was real nasty. And when I say this girl keeps a nasty house, this girl keeps a nasty house. And my son goes through and try to clean it up, but I guess because the kids are conditioned where they don't clean up, she doesn't require them to clean up, or maybe they don't know how to clean up because she lives so nasty that they don't know how to clean. And let's just be honest, all women are not housekeepers. All women do not know how to keep a clean house. That's just the basics. Just like all men don't know how to cook. Some women don't know how to clean. But anyway, she keeps a nasty house. So I cleaned the kitchen, and the 9-year-old came downstairs and made some eggs, and I guess she ate a little bit of them. She left the plate full of eggs and some on the counter, and then the pot that she cooked the eggs with was in the sink. So I said, hey, are you gonna clean this? She was going up the steps. I said, are you gonna, you know, wash this? Because I just cleaned the kitchen. This little girl looks at me and then goes upstairs, not saying nothing. I said, oh, okay, I got it. So I cleaned it. So that afternoon, her mom came home from work. This was her second day of work, first day of work. Her mom came home from work. And I told her what happened. I said, hey, you know, I cleaned the kitchen, and I told you, I asked your daughter was she gonna clean her mess, and she looked at me and walked up the steps. So her mom beat her. Now, I didn't set any expectations to beat that little girl because I don't think she should be beating them kids. I think she needs to talk to them. Let me tell you, this is my stance on it. And I did it when my kids were small. Beating is a response to frustration. Beating is a response to trying to beat your children into submission to do what you want. But it doesn't work. And I'm a firm believer in that. And let me just say, the first thing, I did spank my kids when they were little. It does not work. And sometimes people can go across the line from spanking to beating. I was beat when I was little. I was beat. And there were times where I would have to lock myself in the room when my kids did something so I wouldn't cross that line. From spanking them to just beating the crap out of them. Anyway, I digress. So she tells my son that she feels like she beat her daughter based on a lie. And that was not true at all. And I said, first of all, nobody told her to beat that little girl. I said, I told her she was disrespectful. All she had to do was say, don't do that again. So the story that I got is the little girl came to her and said, that didn't happen. Now this the kicker. When I told my son's other the incident that happened, she pulled the little girl in the room and asked her, told her verbatim what I said, and said, did this happen? And she said, yeah. So now when I'm gone, she said the little girl said that didn't happen. I told her I was going to go to the bathroom and come back and clean. Now, I believe the other is trying to say that I was lying to justify her behavior from Friday. Let me sum this up. This girl is highly disrespectful to everybody, including my son. Her kids have cell phones. My son's pays the bill. She always acts like she's going to do something and never does it. She wants to play. She says that they make a good team. That's what she tells me, and I said, no, I don't think so. And I've told her, I said, no, I don't think so. Like, you bring 4 kids, sit them on him, and he's making sure that these kids get the best care while you sit back, cross your legs, and say, well, I don't want to work. But you won't clean and cook either. So now you want to be disrespectful. Shane was like, I didn't sit back long enough and silent. I'm not about to have this girl disrespecting you. My son told her, because she said when we get back to Charlotte, she got some things that she want to say. My son said, if you think I'm going to sit here and let you disrespect my mother in the manner, in the form that you have, you got another thing coming. You about to see a side of me that you didn't know I had. You do not get to disrespect my mother in my house. Why my battery blinking? But yeah, that's the short end of it. This is my son's Counterfeit. She is actually derailing him from his true purpose. And that's what counterfeits do. I'm going to end this here. The only thing I can do is pray and let go and let God. Because I can't want more for him than he wants for himself. And that's for real. Talk to y'all next time. Bye.